First of all, thank you so much for accepting this interview. We're a media from China, and my name is Patty. And you guys are doing so well this week. I'm just wondering, like, how do you feel about the week and your games and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud, it's like we love to be back, first of all, of course, like for this chance. I'm really grateful for Misfits, and of course, I want to show up the best and what we won 2 games, it means a lot for me, it means I can play on this level, I can make like difference in the team, so they start winning. So for me, it means a lot, and overall, I think for the whole Misfits squad, especially it's like known right now, it's going to be kind of like last year in this sea. Go to go to playoffs and maybe go to Worlds is really important for us.
Awesome. So I just saw LEC on Twitter. They were having a vote on who's the best player for Misfits this week and the best player of this week, and they voted you. So did you saw that, and what's your opinion of your own performance this week?
Yeah. I mean, my teammates showed me that, and they were not agree with that one. But I'm proud what Twitter think like this, honestly, yeah, because I mean, my last experience before this was not the best in LEC, but I don't think personally I was the best player. I think overall, for example, for me, the VTO and the new one stepped up a lot. I want to say, I mean, I view them a bit different before, how they play as a players, but right now playing with them in one team, they're like doing so much work, what like people really don't see, and I think they're like a huge part of the Misfits success.
Okay, so I guess like another question is that well, we heard that Misfits is gonna be like not here next year, so you're probably not gonna be playing with these teammates next year. So what is your like kind of feeling playing with them and like thinking about your year together? And do you think that you're gonna meet them again, maybe in the future on the same team? Like, what's your kind of reflection on playing on Misfits this year?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't think I'm gonna have a chance to play with this kind of a player because I think both of these players. I mean, I think the whole team actually capable of like winning LEC and show up on Worlds pretty good. So for me, right now, of course, I'm trying to show my best, but also I'm just trying to learn how they do things. So maybe like in next teams I can show up to my like teammates how they what they were doing good, what they're doing wrong, So I just like taking this experience more like as a like coaching perspective. So maybe I can implement it in other teams and just make like other teams play better. But of course I would like to play with them in next teams, But then I mean we're gonna see how it goes.
So you learn a lot from them and work hard with them, and maybe they also learn something from you too. So we noticed they play a lot of Tarek and Zolcube. So how do you rate this champion in this meta? And is he a good champion that you're probably gonna use on stage someday?
I mean, we'll see. I played it a lot, yeah, it's true, and I think it's have good fit in the meta overall in general. If you play like go in comps, for example, like the game we had like Shyvana, Akali, right? Champions who just want to go in, and with Derek it makes their life is much easier. So this for sure gives a lot. But right now, I think there is. I don't think he's really like super broken. I think he just has his feet in the meta. But for example, if champions like Popes, Garner, or like Trundle is open, it's just better to pick them. They're just gonna provide much more, and they require less team play because Tarek really depend on team play and like on a small communication, and this is what can like make the champion looks really good. So I think right now we just. Kind of hard to get like good scenario for him, I would say.
Okay.
But of course, of course, like in some scenarios, if like a lot of jungle bans going on, or we just dropping jungle to second rotation, I think that can show up for sure.
Okay. Okay. So you played Alice Gardner also previously, and we saw that maybe in another like in LPL, another region, it was used in one of the competitive games. So do you think we're going to be able to see you play it? And do you think Skarner is a good champion for this meta?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's usually like Skarner is not really like the thing what decides is Garner meta or not. It's more about like other picks what in the meta. So right now, for example, there is a lot of melee champions we see. So for Skarner, it's really good to play, and we also see games are much slower, right? We see some teams, especially in LPL, they're trying to play more aggressively style, But there's like other parts team, like they find to stall, and even if they lose like 3k goals lead early game, they are fine with that. So I think Skarner will fit well, especially right now with champions like Poppy in meta, because he fit versus Poppy and Trundle, he's really good. They can't really do much to him, and then it's easier for him to play. So I think Skarner is like pretty good champion right now, and I have like of course advantage because I played it before, so I kind of know like all the combos, when he's good, when he's bad, and how like I can like teach my team how to play with this champion. But yeah, I think we're gonna see Skarner more and more, especially like big leagues start picking it up. We saw it like in LCK today, for example. And yeah, I mean, I hope I can pick it, But for now, Poppy is open, so we have to pick Poppy.
Okay. So in solo queue, have you met maybe Bo? And do you think that he will be bringing a big change to Vitality, like Bo, because he was from LDL, right?
Yeah. I mean, I played some games, at least once for sure. I played versus him, and I won. So it's yeah. So he's not winning every game. This is important, but yeah, I mean. He's actually just like really good young players. He has like a lot of mechanics, and he usually just outplay people on pure mechanics, but not sure how good he's like understanding of the map and communicating with other people. So I think for Vitality, I don't think it's good to put him in right now, or maybe like if they go to playoffs in best of 5, they can use him as a good strategy move. But I think right now they're just gonna keep playing with Haru, and maybe for next split, I think next split they're gonna aim to implement him into the team, just involve his English, involve his communication. Then I think he's gonna be like for sure one of the best junglers, if not the best.
Okay. So you played in 2 leagues, LEC and LFL, right? So I want to ask you about how are the differences playing in these 2 very popular different leagues, and in terms of play style and the drafts, like the game itself, like how is it different playing in these 2 different leagues?
I mean, for me, I don't see that much difference from my perspective, because I'm trying to do the completely same thing. I'm not like changing my playstyle completely just because it's LEC or just because it's LFL. We basically just pick what is good in the meta and we just go for it. But I think overall in LFL we had much different team. We had more rookies, so basically I was more focused in terms of like communication, just connecting people with each other. So this is why I had like some questionable decisions in games, I think, because I was like done too much on team coordination. But right now in LFL, like my team Misfits, they are much more mature as a players. So there is like a lot of stuff they know how it's gonna work and what to say. So basically only thing what I need to do, usually I just like call the general plan, or I just say like we play for this, and I just listen. Like if other guys have like other idea, I just pick it up. I just fulfill my role, what I should do, and that's all. So basically, for example, for me, the main difference, I have much more time to think about what I should do, and this is why I think like I'm playing just better than people maybe expect me to do.
Okay. How about the audience? Like, how do you feel like the playing experience other than games for you? Do you feel any difference between the audience and like maybe how people react to you, or like those kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, I think for me especially, audience is like the main thing why you go for esports. It's really cool to have fans. To win in front of the crowd. It feels really great. And you always want more. So for me, it's actually I missed it a lot for this like 3 years corona time. So yeah, I like it a lot, enjoy it. It doesn't really affect my gameplay, I think, because I kind of get like spaced out of like people like shouting and focus on like just team stuff. But it's always nice when you win, people are cheering your team. This feels really great.
So, what is your goal for playoffs? Because now you're doing so well. Like, I feel like you can think about playoffs and stuff.
I mean, of course, I think, this change Misfits made just like to have better chance in playoffs. So, of course, like our first goal, I think, to go to playoffs. But right now, we have this goal, but we are not like, we just try to win every game. There is some games less important, there's some games more important, but for us, we just want to try to play the best as possible, just get experience. For me, especially, I just need to know how team works on stage because I didn't play with them before, right? Because the stage and the practice is opposite most of the time. So yeah, playoffs for sure is number one goal for us. Then if we gonna secure it, then we're gonna see. But for now, it looks really good. I think we're like really confident on stage and we do a lot of good stuff. So maybe we can fight for fourth spot for Worlds. It would be great for us.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Do you have anything you want to say to the fans at the very end of the interview?
Yeah, I mean, to all the fans, so Misfits fans, my fans, guys, thank you for supporting me and the team. I hope you're not gonna regret. We're gonna try our best, even in the bad days, even if we're gonna lose, guys. Just remember what like everyone in Misfits just trying to do the best and trying to reach playoffs. And this is all what we are thinking about right now. And this is our goal number one. So thank you, guys.
You're making me emotional. Thank you so much for the interview. I hope you guys go to Worlds and have a good career.
Thank you.